Bonda, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ragusa, which we're still expanding, which we recently expanded by taking Spalato and Yadera, Sadar, and Split today. As we've been fighting both Croatia and Venice to continue taking that territory. And when is the peace treaty with Croatia finished? In about several years, we'll fight against them again for the control of this. Well, first city, then a whole county. Or you could just say, just heck with it, and use your chancellor to stake the whole claim of that county. Or even alternatively, as you can see on the choices, just do a border dispute, which will cost you a whole lot of money and piety for that. Which you wouldn't want to do that. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since I'm fresh off from a recent warrior pilgrimage, I'm going to go on another warrior pilgrimage. So you're regent once again. Oh yeah, I forgot. I decided to ransom the prisoner, even though I wanted to keep them in the oubliette, but I'm like, no. And also arranged some betrothals. Seduction focus. That is the last straw. Everyone try to assassinate him. We could finally get rid of this man and he'll be out of my life. And I might legitimize you one day. You know, our dynasty is getting smaller, so I might legitimize you sooner rather than later. Help in the war against the Basileus. I'm going to offer you some advice in the train. Yeah, that's the reason. Quick-minded. You know, I'm going to legitimize you right now. Just in case, right? And you should be betrothed or married to somebody. But the question is, who? Another quick one wouldn't hurt, but it would require a bride price which they would approve. Alright. I'll pay. While roaming the road, suddenly come face to face with a fairly old man. He introduces himself as Geralt, Swordmaster. He claims to have heard of my quest and offered to train my body and mind to the art of war. I'm ready for anything. Still well on my way. That reminds me. Okay, Spymaster and Marshal are loyal. Cannot dismiss my regent from office. Yeah, sorry about the legitimized master thing. But hey, more prestige for you. That's what we need from you. Actually, hold on. Just collect taxes first. Let me just get through this whole die by poison wine. It didn't work last time, but hold on. Some days being a rector is no easy thing. There's always business to attend to, subjects seeking audiences, and vassals complaining about imagined injustices. Finally, I'm having a moment of myself, strolling in the gardens. In the distance, I spot a stranger dressed in a simple garb. I shall invite this man to walk with me. I'm trying to be gregarious, and now I am. Also, I'm a drunk. It turns out that the stranger, Rusco, the monk, came fatigued. Oh yeah, I bet you heard of my father, who's also named Rusco. Turns out that the stranger Rusco is a monk on his way back to the cloister after several months on the road. This evening, light grows dimmer. I converse about life and death, faith and doubt. When I excuse myself to return home, the monk asks if I can offer room and board for a few days. Hey, there's an excellent inn not far from here. You know I'm a man with money. I like to spend it. Success? It seems the wine did not agree with Patrician Gomez of Vanessa. He died not knowing the name of his killer. Think I'll celebrate with beer. He's finally gone. Quick, arrest Michael! And he went to Lord Mayor. Used to be part of Pisa. Which means Vanessa is now ran by a child. So don't have to worry about that anymore. All my problems are gone. Thank goodness. And just for that, I'm gonna make you, again, you are the High Judge. And you're also gonna be the Trade Master, because he will join a great trade league and will trade goods for me. A Trade Master with a negative opinion against each may turn to criminal activities. Also enable several character decisions that can be found by right-clicking on my Trade Master. These decisions will allow me to manage what my Trade Master can focus on. So there you go. Now you are a member of the Great Trade League, which is what I had in mind for you in the first place. I'm sure you'll have a lovely time. Let me take a drink. For whom the bells toll. More often than not, I retreat to my chambers in the evening, feeling exhausted and weary. Tonight is no exception. Falling asleep is usually easy after a long and taxing day. However, recently, sleep seems to elude me. As I'm sitting in my study, idly moving chess pieces on the board before me, sipping a glass of wine, hoping it shall give me the rest I seek, suddenly I hear a sound behind me. As I turn around in my chair, there stands a man I walked to a few days ago. Good evening, my lord. I realize I never introduced myself properly. I am Dev, and I'm here to collect you. Dev himself? How dare you name yourself after my father? You know what? Not today! I'm going to try to lunge myself at Roscoe and attempt to overpower him. 80% chance that I would die, with a 20% chance I would survive the assassination attempt. Look, you've probably seen this event many times, people, and you probably saw it on the Tesla series on the previous one. You know what's going to happen. But not today! Well, not this time. Rector Tuone has given up the ghost at age 44. He died under suspicious circumstances. Because of the unfortunate circumstances of his birth, many doubted the legitimacy of Tuone's rule. He has now found peace from their slander and death. Okay now. Rector Nichiforus. Being both thrifty and frugal, the realm will surely prosper under his rule. Long live Rector Nichiforus. Another young one. Just got a bag of meats for no reason. Hey, why aren't you in the trade league? Join right now. The guild master is, well, the former, is he former? You know, elected in, nah, not really. Let's trade. Yep, got gregarious, patient, and ambitious. So yeah, the total gain seems alright. So now we're just gonna do trade league business. One would think, is our expansionist campaign at an end? Probably not, because, you know, we're gonna need to take over a city soon. Oh, we have to build up the military strength again. Don't worry, you got money. Mercenaries. So yeah, I just got this bag of meats right now. So now it's my legitimized brother who's the heir to the family now. Make that official for now. And you shall be the High Admiral. Just wondering. Yeah, all these sisters of mine still around. Right. Oh yeah, those people who were warrior commanders, they're gone now. Yeah, we're gonna need some, you can have that, but, okay, let's find a foreign commander of my religion group that is willing to join. You'll do. Just invite him to court, he can be the marshal. And for stewardship, shall be him. He's actually an heir to the barony. Okay, whoever is not landed. Yeah, you'll do. Martial skill's good enough. Yeah. Oh, court decision. Oh yes, now that I remember the trade league, there are these trade decisions, including going to market, ask for loan, or start building a warehouse. And I'm trying to think, what focus? I know I'm a man of stewardship, but this is pretty high stewardship. You know, this is a small house, so start off with family. Let's try to have a few children for a few years, alright? And everything will be alright. Now we just gotta wait for those foreign commanders to be here. Foreign commanders. Foreign people. Moment. You're now the steward. And you are the marshal. We got money to make. My scouts reported of a one-eyed man that recently arrived in Ragusa. The man refers to as Jens Wise by the commoners. He is apparently blessed with immense wisdom that he uses to both impress and help wherever he passes by. By offering a significant sum of gold to this man, he would be willing to cease his wandering and take up residence in my court. Ooh, that's going to make him a lot of money. He's Danish. It's Gens, not Gens. Is it? I don't know. Quick and must. Oh yeah. We're gonna get along just fine. And already you're calling me heroic. That's because I'm brave. Yeah, it's kind of too bad we lost the hats like the predecessors wore. So remember, in the near future, just get the domain size up, and we'll fight against Croatia again, which is currently bankrupt right now. Which one would have think that we should have taken advantage of this now? But I wouldn't get too far ahead with this. Here we go. The Knights of Calatrava. The Order of Calatrava is the most recent addition to the Soldiers of the Cross. Having just endorsed in a decree issued by the Catholic Church, these knights take their name from the castle recovered in Iberia from the clutches of the Muslim infidel. They stand ready to combat heathens and defend the pious in the name of any Catholic ruler who is willing to provide for their upkeep. May their battles end in victory. While meanwhile, I have battles in both business and for the Dalmatian coast. Oh, would you look at that? Died of cancer. Age 21. I think we're going to take advantage of their vulnerability right now. So let's seize that city. And I'm going to give it to some patrician that I know of. Rather than someone close. Like what happened last time with this. Is that really the best you got to offer? Don't worry, you'll manage. I'll worry about trade league activities in the future. Just wait for that Croatian army to come marching down wherever they may be. Move a little. Where the hell did you guys come from? Is there somewhere in the realm that we did not know we have control of? Perfect. There's got to be a way to identify this unit of, hey, where you guys are from. Flores. Flores. Oh, gee. Right. So turn around. The court physician also just became a commander after the old one died. My first time in battle. Things are going well when I suddenly hear an embarrassed huff from nearby. I'm spinning my sword ready. I see an enemy commander, Vulcan, attempting to climb a fallen tree. Right. An administrator, huh? We both had bad combat skill, but it could be anyone's match. I was chasing Vulcan through the nuns when Lord Mayor Nikolitsa shoved me aside. I'll take this one, my lord, clumsily swinging his spear. Well, you got him. You killed him. Yeah. That could have been my kill, but oh well. Got a box of gems. This is from the gemstone mine here in Ragusa. Alright, got it. Also, I am reminded, that bag of meats that we got, is it from that... Oh, what is... Oh, there's the resource map that I can look up still. I think we got that from that butchery and fishery place. And now the goods map. My cartographer will show me a map with the location of various goods and caravans of the Trade League. So, which means trade goods are present there, and there's a caravan present. Caravan is present in Zaklumia. Which means, if you send your caravan to, this for example, to that part of the map, then you can do business with. And if a caravan is present, then you can't send a caravan there because they're already taking care of that. Oh, interesting. Interesting of what they did to this mod. It's been a long time since I've used this mod, and it's been a long time since I've been in this society. Love what you've done with them all. If you're watching this. What are they up to? Oh, they're going for that city again. Yeah, their movement was already locked by the time Venice got there. They still have parts of North Africa. Yeah, you... Thank you, my sister. You'll be one for stewardship. I was thinking learning. Might go off to become a nun or something. They managed to beat Venice. They'll take the fort down before they can actually get to the city of Ragusa itself. We got time. Don't you worry about it. It's been an exceptional year at the wheat field in Spalato. My workers are able to produce twice as many goods as usual. I wish every year was like this. So we got a sack of grain. Matter of fact, 2 of them. Ah, now we know how it works. If you got a resource in your domain, then you collect these trade goods. What's this? Greetings, Nichiforus. You have in your possession a box of gems that I would like to purchase. Would you be interested in selling it to me? Hoping for a positive response. You are an apprentice trader, you are a member of the Trade League also. So I can get more money out of this. Alright. It's a deal. Oh, Venice is gonna go kick Croatia out of Ragusa. That'll stop me from... Rector Nichiforus. I'm Gosport from the Round Table. I've noticed your current situation. I couldn't stop myself from getting involved. Do accept some military advices from the Master of Warfare. Siege speed. Oh, thank you. That's good. Get those troops better motivated. Need more better commanders these days. The twins. I mean, what's your other, Mike? Okay, both of you are going for learning. One would think twins think alike, but not always. Oh, this again. There was a peasant revolt here, now it's happening again. But that's due to different culture group this time. Rather than, you know, incompetent ruler and arbitrary steward. That was from the previous episode. Involving a previous ruler who once helped Spalaco. Let's take care of them. First! Remember that guy with the high martial skill? Get him. Can't help but notice, but you have no proper storage for your trade goods. I'd recommend renting or building one, for all we all know how full of thieves and brigands the streets are. I know an architect that can find or build one. You only need to ask. Boy, I definitely have the money for a warehouse to start building. So we have several options to start with. We can rent the building to store our goods, which would be cheap and simple, but we wouldn't own or know the building. On the other hand, we can build it from the ground. If we have the proper goods, it could even be fairly cheap. I'll build my own warehouse. It's about time some of that stuff's going to be spent, because I'm pretty busy with the affairs in warfare. The architect laid down a basic blueprint with a list of materials needed to build a warehouse. If I am missing materials, it will have to be delivered by his partners. Unfortunately, I have nothing. That's a lot of money to be spent. Yep. Croatia, Venice, and I working together against Croatia. And then soon we're going to fight Venice for the control of this one coast. Hopefully I'll have a quick child, quick son. Give him patronage. And I have the proud trait. Now where was I? Need to build another thing that relates to military affairs. Such as a bowyer. A skilled bowyer has set up a small workshop inside the palace courtyard. Here he can make new bows or repair broken ones as needed. That's more light infantry and archers, as we already have a small stable and guard barracks, so we need that. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should also be accommodated. I'll make sure she gets all she wants and more. She's not a glutton, but she's well fed. I could scarcely believe it, but the predecessors made my wife, Magdalena, look more beautiful than she ever was. Whenever, when you're in the same room, I can hardly take my eyes off her. Better make a move quickly. Didn't getting lustful. Where did they go? Venice? Thought they went to Istria. Okay, you can enforce demands right now. We'll gain control of this city. And when we come back in 10 years, we're gonna fight part of that whole county as part of the Dalmatian expansion campaign. Because we just want to control the whole coast. And that's that. Oh, I should have not. There's raiders. Berber raiders. Hang on. Gotta deal with those guys. I'm holding control so we're not in the middle of fighting against them. Dogpile them. It is a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Magdalena's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. She needs some familiar faces around her. Keep her comfortable. Also, you want a bag of meat? Here you go. Because I'm not, using these trade goods anytime soon. Aha! So that's where it came from. Somehow... Yeah, that's the forest. Like, why do our three of our troops come from that area? Odd. That's all I gotta say about it. Plus, they're gonna be running back to their ships, so everything will be fine. Back to your positions. My warehouse is completed and my goods will now be stored in it. There's a possibility to improve it with luxury goods, which I don't think we have any. Nothing luxury, so we'll improve it later. So there. We have a warehouse. Yes, a trader's warehouse right here. It's not rented, but it's traders. A warehouse owned by a local ruler. Provides some protection against thieves. For my trade goods and can be decorated. Apparently I can upgrade that to a guarded warehouse. Oh yeah, they changed the warehouse thing. Store my great trade league documents. Okay, I guess I wasn't aware of this. So apparently if I wanted... Yeah, warehouse used to be an artifact in your treasury, but now it's a building in your city or castle or tribal holding, wherever you hold it. And now, store trade league documents. Important documents and lose 500 assets. Okay. Do that at a much later time when I rank up much further. Ooh, got a quick son, but he's sickly. Okay. Andre. I'll give it that name. Oh, but yet, give him that. You know, he's an impaler. Save my quick-thinking son, please. He's going to be very, very important to Ragusa's future. As tradition, my wife, Madalena, underwent her churching after recovering and cleansing herself from a recent pregnancy. Unfortunately, her mood was not improved by taking the Holy Communion. Perhaps some old sin is still wearing on her soul. I am sure I can calm her down. Oh, but he's got a successful treatment. I think he'll be better. I just pray that it's not, cancer or, what's another bad thing to have? Great pox. That's what I did post-pregnancy. Dysentery. Severe case of dysentery. Oh, you better save her before she dies. And if that treatment is mild treatment, she could still die. But dysentery doesn't last a long time. Keep your eyes on it. And also keep your eyes on Venice. The next time we go to war, we're going to take their trade post in that county. If we want to expand up there. Who's this? Trying to assassinate me, huh? Wait a minute, that's my sister! Hey, cut that out! Now, as for this one, tries to... You stop that too. Matter of fact, nobody killed nobody that is related to the Bonda family. I mean, I don't want to do a lot of stuff, but because I would like to, read some of the things and check if there's any plots that I can back Berber Raiders again. Crusade for Aragon. Oh boy, the Muslims are making a comeback in Hispania. And you want Aragon, this area. Very well. I mean, look, even if I don't win the Crusade personally, like if I were to send my beneficiary over there, I can at least get a lot of money. That's what's great about taking part in Crusades. It's the rewards. Yep, knew it. Raiders. As before. Dog pile. Tell them that they're not welcome here. I've been unable to stop myself from being somewhat excited at the prospect of driving away infidels from Aragon. Restoring peace to those lands. I have not usually felt this inspired as a Christian. But maybe I'm changing? Da paisa nomine. Now I'm zealous. Just like my forefathers. Done and done. Holy. Oh, it's still early. You're not married, right? Well, was, but still relatively young, so I'm going to give it that. Knowing that men are very important to the Republic, but not so much on the women, but they still have some use, and that is be the beneficiary. But this is for Princess Maria of Aragon. Wants that kingdom back. And it'll begin in 2 years. Well, actually, more than a year. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time to, again, continue to build buildings for Spalathol, which again, that county there represents, well, in the event that I'm not director, consider Spalathol as my second home. Hospital in Spalathol has seen an increasing amount of people looking for food and shelter lately. Should spend money on that as well if I want to be a second home. It can barely provide the food as required as it is. Perhaps this could be a good opportunity to make an impression. Shall make preparations at once. Oh, take your pick. You know what? God made it possible. Yeah, I'm zealous, you know. Got a sack of grain. That's from Spalathol, the home of the wheat fields. Caught Count Constans of thieves trying to steal one of my artifacts. Aha. Oh, he's a bad man. Is it possible to execute without anyone getting mad? It'll make people of the Byzantine Empire mad, but they're indifferent with us. Unless you got a lot of money in you. Oh, yeah. Unless you want to get some money off of that mayor, too. But I would rather see him dead. Yeah, that trade post as a way of linking to the city and then the whole county. You know what? We could do a quick war before the Crusade begins. I highly doubt that this is going to be a quick war because the only way to end it is to beat their army several times and go to Venetia itself. What? Why on earth would I want to do that? That's not appropriate. Not to my cousin. No, no, no. But she will have an important role to Aragon. Assuming that we contribute a good portion of that crusade. Oh, he's a much worse warrior. And what does that do to? Fat, charitable, kind, old. Sounds about right. Don't get ahead of yourself, right? You don't want to end yourself prematurely. So actually you may want to just go to the trade post. Just ignore them. Don't fight that area Donia cried. It's mountains. I could barely tolerate the mountains of Ragusa. Remember, you got enough money to buy, hire, and maintain a few mercenaries. My wife's been out all day drilling the troops. While she has achieved some success, the troops are not particularly impressed. At least she's trying her best. That's due to the fact that she has a martial education. And soulmates mod. Already occupied by Croatia. Hey, what if we go to their place now? Oh no, they're coming. Time to rank up. plains area. Now we can beat right to them. Remember, if we get into any trouble, hire mercenaries to make up for the lost numbers. For the Alliance. A little bit of reinforcements coming, which won't contribute much. We are marching over the plains when one of my officer mutters, "Once I'm back in Ragusa, I'm giving up this soldiering life, and maybe I will be a baker." Chuckle, I'm conserving my strategic aspirations. What about you, my lord? What do you focus on in the future? Whoa. Well, honestly, there's a crusade coming up, so I want to carry out the will of God. Who killed him? You did. Congrats. Okay, beating him in the army is one thing, but getting to there is another. Holy crap, Serbian Liberation Revolt. But that's only for one county. Why haven't they done that against Byzantine yet? Or better yet, my territory, which I would have been on. Which I would have been in a lot of trouble. Yeah, get everyone aboard. A high demand for weapons and armor, and the Trade League is buying all the shipments they could find. They will offer my maximum market value for it. Well, I got money. But remember, you can only get... There's no such thing as a weapons and armor resource. No, that's a thing you would have to get directly from the market, but I do not have the assets for that yet. Or alternatively, just cancel the mission and wait for another mission for you to get assets on. Enough ships for all of us. So we're going to take it to their place. This is going to hurt. Battle of Venetia. The landscape around Venetia is a sight to behold. I wish I was not here for the battle. Once this is all over, maybe I'll come out of here with Andre. My sword is suddenly kicked out of my hand, and a scruffy-looking soldier's voice like a demon. "I'll get your hand!" Huh. You know what, I'll duel myself. This is a good day for a duel, I chuckled, hefting my sword of Rector Tuone. That's my grandpa. Enough talking, my opponent growls. Soon Lucas lying face down in dirt, as I have seen to tear a severe gash across his chest. Got him. We're having a hard time. Some amphibious assault now. We're getting into there. So I try to breathe deeply, but catching my breath in this freezing weather. It's January. Look, it's the Rector himself, someone shouts. I turn only to find myself overrun by patrician Meto's pompous soldiers. You again? I've had enough of you. Let's fight again. As the sun is beginning to set when I meet with Luca again, my sword of Rector Tuone ready. After he clumsily dodges one attack, My next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured hand, but rarely I've seen so much blood. I walk away victorious again. So he's still severely injured. It's not going to injure him doubly. It doesn't stack up because this isn't a round table. It's not a fighter skill society thing. We just had 2 battle events because this was a long battle. I'm sure these guys aren't too happy about what I'm doing. Especially their place. Are they going to come to the ships, or are they coming to Ragusa, or Yadera in this case? Okay, just take this one holding, come back, and beat these guys again. Back to the ships. Got up another box of gems. It's due to the resource. Yeah, we'll let them have that holding while we try to get our morale up. Alright, now, let's go. Three Doges over there. Again, this war is just to take a trade post. Hello, Yadera. Things are going well when I suddenly hear an embarrassed tone from nearby. Spinning my sword ready, I see the enemy commander, Serene Doge Garino, awkwardly attempting to climb a large rock. He's trying to escape the battle, are you? He's severely injured and he recently lost a leg. Well, it's time for him to lose another body part. My opponent seems to be getting tired. His moves becoming slower, restrained by the cheers of the crowd. I sink my sword of Rector Tuone in his chest. The man groans, and he takes a while before my own heart starts pounding. Then he is still. Another victorious match. And the Serene Doge is dead. Here's the new one, who is possessed, lunatic, and a drunk. He claims to hear voices. Oh, we're having another battle against those guys now. So they did manage to take control of that city. That just keeps getting better and better. Let's just retake this holding and then we'll get moving again. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Huh. Oh, calling for a surrender already? Alrighty. Trade post is ours. But remember, we're over the limit. So we still have to take that place eventually, and gotta deal with Croatia or what's left of it. Alright, where are we? Okay, let's just go shopping for once. The sky is clear and my purse is full. A manservant has prepared a cart for me with a strong horse to transport any goods I might buy or sell. Let's head for the market. The market is lively and ready for business. Am I buying or selling? Buying. There's a lot of shops, but not enough time to browse them all. I'm more interested in buying the treasures from the depths of the earth. The riches, harvests, and soil, the gifts from the hunt and livestock, or the results of the work of artisans. I'm looking for results like potteries, alcohol, weapons and armor, jewelry and books. We're looking to buy weapons and armor. Main Street is lined with shops and people are looking at goods crafted by the local artisans. All the trade in the city ends up converging here and is transformed into great works like armor, jewelry, and pots. Fortunately, doesn't have weapons and armor, but I could at least. Hey, since we have, sacks of grain, let's get some pottery. Get a cart of potteries. You know, you can use it to, look, you can turn it into alcohol. You'll lose you another 55 assets. As I said, make contact with artisans affiliated with the trade league in order to ask them to use their skill to transform the goods into my possession to more profitable ones. Here we have brewers, cooks, and shepherds. Just a demonstration. I don't have that much. We'll try again for weapons and armor next time. So I'll ask the brewers to turn grain and pots into alcohol. It's currently in the making. Be patient. I think honestly it would have been better off to... Oh, I forgot about the Crusade. I totally forgot about the Crusade. Going up against these guys, huh? Right. The Crusade for Aragon. We'll be there in a moment. So we'll figure out who's involved and whatnot. The Crusade for Aragon. Let's see who's in besides me. Again, bunch of counties and dukedoms. You also got kingdoms like Norway. Grandmaster of Knights Templar is in. Bohemia is in. Brezeg, that's Breton for Brittany. Lyon. The Holy Roman Empire. And Venice, which I noticed that. And the Sultanate of Jerusalem. Yeah. Wonder how you change that culture. Alright, let's just get together here. Alright, try that again. Now let's get together. And have our Navy rally point in our capital county. Just get on board, everybody. Well, hope you're all ready for this, even though it feels like it's a bit premature, but this is the best that we have to offer around here. So let's just get on these ships and head for the coast. We'll figure out a place to land. And we'll try to contribute with whatever we can in order to get some money off of the... Stop! Get these raiders out of there. You don't want them having around your area. In order to not make you wait years for your liquor to mature, they give you 2 barrels of alcohol that are ready already. Great work. Time to make a profit. Yes, you can send these up to your domain, as long as you're up to the rank of trader, which you not only contact affiliated artisans, but you use goods in a province. So for now, this is how it looks. Balancing paradoxes oversights. Never seen that. Balancing oversights, I see. I see what you mean. Paradox interactive. We'll just put two alcohol shipments. One in our capital county, and the other in Spalto. Rest is for keeps. Oh, here's another thing you should spend. Since you got a bunch of trade goods, you should spend some more money for a guarded warehouse, so that in less than a month, you'll get guards to guard your stuff, your trade goods. Sure, you'll take a bit of a cut on the tax income, but it'll be worth it. Yeah, we'll be in Aragon in just a moment. We just gotta clear these guys out of here. We got another sack of grain. While we were marching over the plains, when one of my officer noticed, once I'm back in Ragusa, I'll get out of the soldier life and maybe I'll be a baker. Everybody wants to be a baker these days. So. What about you, my lord? Focus on it. I already got Holy Warrior. Just say, I will never surrender a fight. Gain unyielding. Because I think we're going to be of that type where in our future, especially when it comes to bigger military conflicts, it's about time that we start defending what our fathers have gained here in Ragusa, for what we've expanded throughout the old Dalmatian coast. Now it's time to go on a crusade for real. Pick your landing site wisely. And I think it's better for you to link up with some other army. Oh yeah, another thing I should spend. You know, raiders are everywhere. So, build up forts all along the coast. Serbian Liberation Revolt is now even applied to there. They're actually going to take that place. Second, oh, there's two Serbian Liberation Revolts. They're going to get that, and if the Byzantines don't get their act together, then, oh, they might beat the Serbs over there. Yeah, that'll be safe. Should we take a big risk and try to save the Papal army? Because, yeah, they got the numbers, so let's join in. As we said many times in this video, dogpile. There we go, got the money for that. We're trying to contribute, so we'll contribute. Finally stand before the destination of the crusade, with sword in hand, I'm ready to storm the walls of Barcelona. Excellent. Armies now stand poised to take part in the crusade, Kingdom of Aragon. Highest point, here we go. You may want to scatter because there's too many for all of us here with the supply limit. Even if we do little, we're still going to get some. Get some good money out of it. From that war chest. That's what I was referring to, of course. Okay, excuse me, please get out of the way. Honestly, I think it would have been better just to get on board the ships and then relocate. Yeah. I wake up to the voice of what I'm sure to be God after a late night with my men. It only lasted for a second, but I'm sure I was told to use all my resources to continue our righteous crusade and help my allies. It must be so. Yeah, put some money into it. But just hold your ground here. This is Hill's territory. If any of the big armies come, then we'll definitely hold. And since I'm the leader of this siege, we're definitely going to contribute. None of my business, really. Oh, look out. What do you guys have? I mean, I know I have a holy warrior and unyielding, so no doubt I would fight better against Muslims, but I would also be better at holding my ground, so this is a toughie. And you, on the other hand, you could have been direct leader, but flat terrain expert, so I ain't gonna contribute much. So yeah, it's about to get messy, as I would describe it here. I'm trying to hold my ground. This is what we have. We have more troops now. A Berber named Watas. Don't even think about it. They are thinking about it. Yep, more ships coming to Aragon. I'd say, do you think if there's time to... Okay, you know what? Forget about the weapons and armor. Just wait for another mission they'll give me. I've just learned that the captain of one of my trade galleys has been selling part of his cargo to the Dersi smugglers instead of delivering it as ordered. Apparently hoping the amount sold would be too small to be noticed. The captain and his crew have been jailed, but the thieving scum's already spent most of their ill-gotten profits on spirits and women. Can no one be trusted these days? As a reminder, just to keep tabs. Honor Ghost. Well, this is Serbia, sorta, but not clearly full-fledged Serbia kingdom. So it's Honor Ghost now. But it's Catholic, so fine by me. They were too late to join the Crusade because they were in the middle of something. Of course, that puts them in a very, very vulnerable position sooner. I'm trying to think, what was else I was investing my money on? Hospital buildings. Holy Christmas. That's a lot. You are really trying to kill off my troops, aren't you? Pick your place, people. It's too crowded. It's like a stampede. Every time a pope calls a crusade, and those guys just come on down like a stampede. And then they're fighting each other. Well, that's issues of one of the territorial wars. See, there's another, and I'm not involved in this. I'm just standing there like, yep, ain't that something. Crusaders were We're working together, and now everyone's fighting each other, and that's for territorial reasons on their homeland. Now, let me give you a piece of advice, Trader Nichiforus. Free of charge. I see if you have to find an apprentice, as they're clumsy, and will probably cause a fair share of the mistakes. One will probably help you find more trade opportunities and strengthen the trade league in the long term. I wish you luck. Regent Domania. Hey, you finally got sons. Glad to see that. So find someone to give the trader title. Apprentice trainer. Also, we need a new court physician. I guess the old one was one of our commanders that died out. Got another box of gems and look for another foreign commander. Again, any fighting man who is from... Well, that could join the court. It doesn't matter whose religion it is. Ah, you. You're going to be useful for a while. Because, you know, you're siege leader. Spines. You're in the army now. Huh. My spy master Patrician Stane reports that a heretical sorcerer has been caught and is jailed in the city of Brigne. This sorcerer has apparently healed various ailments afflicting the other prisoners. Though he's scheduled for execution in the afternoon, I could pardon him and bring him to my employ. Most unorthodox, but I do need a physician. What are you exactly? Lillard. Good looking man. As we camp for the night, riders bearing a cross suddenly approach, led by the pious Grand Master Vela of the Knights of Calatrava. As we settle down with us for the night, just before as I'm going to sleep, Vela asks if I want to stay up and converse with him. Woof! It's an upgraded version. Well, he is a member of the Order of the Calatrava. That's a site he could join. I guess he actually had time to do a warrior pilgrimage before the Crusade. So we'll become close friends. You know, I'm a zealous guy. Holy warrior and everything else in between. Here you go, another box of gems for you. Yeah, let's go to this place. This is a new place to besiege. The counties and... This looks like an abandoned battlefield. The dead sown across the landscape. The Crusaders certainly met quite a resistance here in Kalatoid. You know, one would think, you think the infidels might have killed them off? What if it's those guys who fought each other earlier? I mean, I've seen them fighting in around that area. So, actually, maybe I could salvage some valuables. The reason I did that is because greedy is good for this society, the trade league. Greedy is a good one to have, so I'm sorry that I had to get rid of the zealous trait. I already got the holy warrior, Crusaders. What more could you ask? But again, fighting each other, and that's for territorial reasons. I see nothing wrong with that. Is there anyone that can count in this court? I've been looking for an apprentice to lessen my workload, but I'm surrounded by oafs. There was this woman, Margarita, that approached me the other day about work. Perhaps it'll do. Just an apprentice, alright? I've nominated one of the members of my court as my apprentice. They help Margarita fill the required paperwork and make her join the trade league. Let's get to work. So much to do in the trade league. When I joined the Crusade for Aragon, I never expected the loneliness and longing for home. My men look up to me, so I have to continue the facade that everything is alright as we move to ever closer to our goal. I know what to get. I have to keep going. I've become diligent, but also I become stressed. Fortunately, diligent is also good for the trade league, yes. Didn't want to get zealous back. Grab only traits that I remember that is good for it. We contribute the most. How about that? That means we get the huge amount of money. As we pass through Kaltariod, we come across a small group of Catholics. Really, they live here? Yes. Huh. They happily receive us as long-lost brothers and sisters, and give us a place to sleep and rest for the night. Hey, would you like to join my court back in Ragusa? Tello. Who is Tello? Tello de Coque. Castilian. Hell, why aren't you my apprentice instead? But, whatever. Victory's ours. Should be over soon. Who would have thunk it that this small number of troops from the growing Dalmatian Republic of Ragusa is getting all that and more. That's a lot of sacks of grain. And apparently I can contact our fitted artisans to make what? Offer grain to the shepherds in exchange for some sheep products. But don't spend it yet. Because, you know, save the assets for ranking up. Oh, okay. Glad they added that option for this updated mod. He'll do that. He's a good guy. Alright, it's over. Get back to your ships. Let's get out of here. Wow. God has granted Rector Nichiforus of Ragusa victory in the Crusade for Aragon. Sultan Mejan of the Almoravid Sultanate has been beaten at every turn throughout the war. And he finally gave up his holdings in Aragon. Rector Nichiforus has gained a new land, has granted the new lands of Aragon to Maria Jimena. The Pope has made an announcement about the victory and the virtues of Crusader as true faithful protectors of the faith. With Muslims being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. Rise on! There's my Dalmatian cousin. She's the Duchess of Barcelona. Yeah, founder of Champion Blood. While you got your land back. Our survey of the lands points to several locations where a new settlement could be founded, one of which happens to be in my domain. The Great Trade League is ready to support a new city should I choose to participate in its construction. Tell me to build a city. Also, I'm known as the Sword of God, because you know I'm zealous and everything. And look at that, we got a huge amount of money. I think Nichiforus is going shopping. Well, not to buy trade goods, I mean, I passed that. And remember your second home. I'm trying to think of something else. You know, just to make her happy for once, just give her some money and hopefully we'll have another child soon afterward. Aha. Add up to the construction to level up the hospital structure more. And I think it's about time to build up another level of this house. Now it's going to be upgraded to a decrepit mansion. Recently acquired, this mansion has much work ahead of it. But with that work comes no small amount of prestige and riches. Yep, I'm sparing no expense. Having returned from the battlefield, I still don't feel at home. My body is here, but my mind is still in Venezia. Sometimes I wonder if I die there, and this is all a nightmare. Sometimes I cannot breathe. Oh dear, not again. Should I be a lustful drunkard again? Sure. It doesn't affect it. I was worried about the drunkard part. Why, did they tell you to build a city? Oh, let's build a city. We have the money for it. What more can you ask? Money didn't make me happy, nor did respect. I think I need something else in my life. Okay, now I lost Grady, but I can get it back sooner rather than later. And my wife has helped me get rid of that stress trait. All right. Huh? What is this? I'm in a ecstatic mood as I write this letter. I was able to score what probably one of the greatest deals of my life. A foolish merchant was willing to sell me gold powder for less than half what's truly worth. Signed, your amazing apprentice, Marguerite. a sack of grain. So let's just spend it on a sack of grain and she'll get deceitful, which is another good trait to have. Okay, you know what? Since we have so much grain, let's just send a grain shipment here in Ragusa as well. And hopefully someone's going to visit and pick up this grain, even though it's a common. How many do we have exactly? Let me see. 4. I always imagined I would be the first escort. Now I'm the one mourning of the departure of my dear friend. Never again I hear Talos Joffrey laugh or receive his wise counsel. It is as if I lost an essential part of myself. I feel so powerless. Honestly, I barely knew that guy. I think we'll just drink. I'm gonna get drunk. Oh yeah, one drink too many. I'm joined at the table by an equally intoxicated woman. Takes me a moment to realize, but sure must be Carola. Oh. Yeah, we spent some time drinking together and sharing our sorrows. Sure, let's be friends as well. Hey, let's compose a book. Here's another thing you could spend. I'll write about managing a realm. It's for stewardship. Not gonna switch my focus towards business. And, oh, Andre. Oh, he'll get better. Don't you worry. Right. Personally praise him in court. Him. No. I know that guy. So, by the way, how do you get a holding of that node way over there? That's what boggles my mind. Screw it, just give it to the Count of Zeta. Don't give it to Vanessa. That's the family I've been feuding with. Get a drink. I think I know what war I'm going to start next. There's a new Serene Doge, and that means we're going to fight for that city soon. So, for now, just don't do anything. Just get your troops up. Wherever, for whatever reason, is what's causing to reinforce for a long time. Even here. Once this mansion's finished, you should work on that warehouse. Because that's still an old, rickety warehouse that you got there. Personal log. Again, just spending big. It's been an exceptional year at the gemstone mine in Ragusa. My workers have been able to produce twice as many goods as usual. Wish every year was like this. Yeah, look at... Oh, speaking of looking at, I got the Italian Crusader armor. I failed to notice this. Got my own armor, and I got the Dalmatian Sword of the Cross. Hey, you know what else is missing? Crown jewels. Search for a smith. I need a goldsmith. We never had that as the past two rectors. The lazy, ungrateful dock workers in Ragusa are refusing to unload the ships, citing poor working conditions and low pay. They will not let anyone pass their picket line. Troops from all over the major families are working together to quickly silence the leaders of these mobs, but costly delays in shipping are unavoidable at this point. After everything I've done for them. I do have a trade post coming up. During the last few days, I've overheard the same conversation again and again. Apparently, the most renowned goldsmith traveling through Ragusa, and my courtiers are proudly excited about his work. Perhaps I should invite this man employed in my services. Nothing displays my authority like joy. The goldsmith, Tuone, has cordially accepted my invitation and arrived at court a mere week later. He has presented me with some sketches of his previous work and several letters of recommendation. I'm sure of his skill, though I ask myself just how much money I can spare for a set of crown jewels. Just order a beautiful set. That's tier 1. I'm sure one day we'll turn this into the most serene Republic of Ragusa and get tier 2 everything. I already got the Dalmatian Sword of the Cross. That's one good thing. Look at you, you're already good at everything, but that's because you are quick thinking. Give you duty. As farmers prepare sowing their spring crops, my court champion suggests I bring out the holy relic in procession and bless the fields. Surely this will increase the likelihood of a bountiful harvest this year. Yes, bless the land and pacify the peasants. Lowers the revolt risk. As I was walking towards Master Tuone's smithy, I could not hear the sound of progress, but instead the sound of voices talking. I found Tuone and my brother Pascalis discussing different metals and their compositions. All this talk is making my head spin and definitely halting the progress of work I avoided. You know what? What does Tuone think he's doing? This is not why he's here. There's a 10% chance he could turn this into a quality 2. Grain again. Sure, we're gonna feed those sheep one day. Brave holy warrior. Good on you. One of my ships has returned from a foreign port with a cargo of rare spices of very finest quality. Word has spread throughout Ragusa, and the local nobility is already lining up at the docks, pleading for a chance to buy some of this precious cargo. The spice must flow. It's going to be done in 10 days. Heavy box has been brought before me. Tuone has finished his work and the crown jewels are completed. I expected something befitting my title as Rector of Ragusa, and I'm excited to see his handiwork. Let's see what he has accomplished. So here's what we got. We got a noble scepter. This scepter signifies its holder right to rule. The gilded rod is adorned with pearls and garnets. An engraved sword. This sword will not bring its bearer much luck on a battlefield, but the adorned blade and gilded hilt is a beautiful sight indeed. And finally there's the crown of lilies. A mass of garnets and opals are truly made justice by the silver and gilded base of this crown. The model is an open one with 4 stylized lilies. Again, Tier 1. Yes, sacrifice combat skill for light infantry. Again, we're not at war at the moment, so it'll be alright. You'll find a better sword or a better weapon. Unless you want a different one, like an axe or something. I think it's about time to go to war for that city. You spent enough. Now let's actually take that city. One more war, then we'll close the episode. Ooh, they cut us off. We've received word that the settlement construction is about to finish. As per our agreement, we will send money and people to the newly built city in order to help its growth. We can hope count on you to protect the citizen in the future. I will watch over the taxpayers. I get 300 assets and bustling new city of Zaton. That means levy size, tax income, and tax modifier. Yeah, I'll personally control this city. Starting with the town market. And then we'll build up the city's walls and everything because, again, nobody's gonna sack this capital, so it'll be fine. You'll be alright. Don't get ahead of yourself. Let me guess, those are mercenaries. Yep. He'll be alright. Huh. Battle at Zaton. New city. Our mission is a simple but important one. To amass all the world's wealth. While I know you're a busy man, conquering lovers and land alike. Actually, that would be my grandfather. We still expect you to do your share of business or our trade while focusing on your realm. Focus on business, he's asking me. Okay, after this war. Originally, I was going to switch the focus to business if I have another child, but it seems we're not going to get another one out of it anytime soon. That's what it feels like for my wife, but we'll do it in the next episode. I forgot all about that. I did not pay attention, and that I can wake up again. Good job. You're not paying attention. Now I'm a merchant. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the mountains. Get up there. You have more troops than they do. She's already deceivable, but I can get her to be proud. Or I can just say that Oh no, I don't want to have stressed again, so yeah, sell it to me. I'm in no mood of being stressed at this time. A few days ago I noticed an intriguing woman at my court. Most of the time she sat quietly and did not draw any attention to herself. However, I could tell she was listening very intently to the conversation, that nothing escaped from her watchful eyes. Perhaps I can find a use for her talents. Oh my goodness. Even though she's a bit old, but master seductress in her life. Oh yes, sir. She's a new spy master now. Once again, just stick with the scheme. I almost never, use the study technology thing that I usually do as feudal, but for me the dynasty is small, so I rather just discover more plots because I'm paranoid. There you have it. Go to those guys too, and let's take over that city. What the hell? A bird cries out and I wake up. I hear men roar in the distance. Why am I on the ground? Staring at the sky. I cannot move. Is this how Rector Nichiforus, the Sword of God, leaves this world? Go with God, comes the ragged voice of a wounded soldier next to me. Oh my goodness! He got me! This Kuman Manichaean man, who's a brilliant strategist and zealous, got me! Oh my goodness! This is how I'm gonna go out like that? Oh, quick! Do I really want that guy to run the Republic? He's not that particularly skilled. Although, honest, personally for me, let's switch the designator to my quick thinking son, you know. I think a few years of regency and whatnot isn't gonna hurt. And I'm not gonna put any money into that campaign fund because one, he's too young. He's got a bright future ahead of him. We could have done more for the Trade League, but I don't think it'll happen in this character's life. But maybe Andre. Maybe he'll do. Ah, there he goes. Stane Bodasea is elected the new rector of the Great Republic of Ragusa. Rector Nichiforus has given up the ghost at the age of 28. It's way too young. He died in a battle against Silverborchent. A zealous man, he fought for the glory of God against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars in recent history. Lord Mayor Andre, nearly 7 years old, the realm is left in the capable hands of Regent and Council. Long live Lord Mayor Andre. So be. Yeah, they're the war for the city. Hopefully you can finish that war with my father started. Remember my second home? Well, here it is, and I'll use it as a primary title because, you know, I live there now. So, next episode is going to be different now. Stane will be taking the reins as Rector of Ragusa for a while, and one day, Bonda is going to be back in power. It will happen. Trust me. Well, let's just get our troops home first before we do anything else. Maybe we'll contribute. Yeah, I was about to say, hey, you know there's still a war going on. Don't end the episode right now. You got a war to finish. Just finish what he started. least I still got some people in my court. Again, I'm way over the limit with the domain size. Which one would think I should give it away? And of course my gut would say no. So don't worry. Oh yeah, forgot. Cartographer. That means the Rector's gonna get all the good stuff. Is he a member of any study? No. Yeah, I want to contribute. Huh. Word has reached that a much beloved old man named Andre, hey, same name. The old man spends his days freely, helping the villagers in various medical matters, such as organic herbal remedies, and amputating infected limbs. He agreed to take residence in my court of a large sum of gold to the village. Hey, we're beating him back. But no way in heck you're gonna beat those many guys with those kind of numbers. Whatever happened to the... Oh dear. It's the only commander's can afford. Where's the defender? He ain't around. Again, this is just our personal army. Okay, we'll lose that one. So yeah, just years of regency. We'll start skipping time now. Or we could just say, just close the episode right now. It's been long overdue. So now we learned the lessons. I mean, look, it's without a doubt Ragusa is going to win. So we'll stop it right now. So hope you enjoyed this turn of events of an episode of the whole life of Rector Nichiforus, Sword of God. So we hope for good times next time, because one day the Bonda is going to be back in power. So hope to see you then. Till then, so long for now.